How we doing, everybody? Thanks for joining me for vlog 3. You'll see I'm getting very lazy at my intros now. I'm sat down drinking a cup of tea doing an intro. There's no point showing you the lake because you're going to see that in this vlog, and if you've watched vlog 1 and 2 you'll already know exactly where I am, exactly what swim I'm in, and exactly how bloody badly I'm doing. So hopefully vlog 3 is going to be the one where I turn it around. I mentioned at the end of vlog 2 what the approach is. I'll go more into depth now what I'm actually going to do this session and see if I can get my first bloody fish, because they're not giving themselves up very easily, but hopefully, fingers crossed, this vlog is going to be the one. So let's see how we go. And again, thanks for joining me, hope you enjoy. Right, let's talk rod setup, because all 3 rods are going to be set exactly the same. Starting off with the main line, as usual, the old Corda long chuck tapered main line, because pit 5, pit 6, compulsory to have a shock leader, and if any of you have followed for a while, you'll know I don't trust my own shock leader knots, so that gets me out of a mess by having a few shock leader on the end of it already. So that's happy days. So that's the main line. Coming down to the end setup, there's about 40 centimetres of the Corda dark matter tungsten tubing, the original size. They do a thinner version now, which is meant to help you cast further and etc, but I've never had a problem with the original. That's in one of their run rig sleeves. There's a 2.5 ounce running lead, so we're fishing running leads this session again. Size 8 swivel with just a quick clip on the end. Basically, I want to fish solid bags. I don't have any double ring swivels, what you call them drop off ring swivels. I do have some inline leads, but I can't work out how to set it up running properly on this. I've always done quite well on this, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to fish 3 short hook links, and I mean they are short, look. That, I've got that one, and that one. Basically, that is a mainline hard hooker which has been gooed in banoffee and buttercorn goo. And that's a 12mm diamond white wafter which has been gooed in Red Energy Supreme and Pink Almond Supreme. The wafter bait is a 15mm fluoro cell wafter which has been gooed in Red Energy and Pink Almond Supreme goo. And then the yellow one is a 15mm trim down essential cell hard hooker, again which has been gooed in banoffee and butternut corn goo. And then the yellow tipper is a 12mm pineapple mainline wafter which has been gooed in Pineapple Supreme and Isotonic Supreme. So 4 lots of goo on that one, 4 lots of goo on that one, 2 lots of goo on that one, and then when I get to putting the bags together, I've got the Pink Almond Smoke goo which I'm going to squirt a load in the bag, and the butternut corn, the corn twist goo. Got that many bloody goos, I can't remember what I've got. So they're them. We're going to load the bags up. I'm going to tie solid bags up now, show you how I'm tying them, and yeah, we'll see if we can catch a carp on a solid bag, because at the minute I've tried singles, no good, zigs, no good. This is my next line of approach, so let me get some bags tied up. I'll show you on getting tied, and then we'll get some rods out. So my PVA bag choice is the ESP, and that is the plain multis. So they're like the, what are they, 60mm by 120. So you can make a sizable bag, but they're not massive. They do a bigger one as well, and I think they do a smaller one. So this is like the mid-range size, I guess. So that's the bags I'm using. So that's what's going to go in the bag. I know it's not right for solid bags. There's a lot better ways you can set it up, but I haven't got the stuff to do it, and I just want to fish solid bags. So we're going to make it happen. So what I'm going to do first is I'm actually going to put the hook bait in, and I want it to lay right in the corner, okay? My bag mix is very simple. It is cell stick mix, I don't know how well you'll see that, and some cell 5mm pellets, and there's some crumbed up essential cell boilie I had left from some previous stick mix, but not much. So basically it's just pellet and powder. So I'm just going to add a bit in the bag. I haven't tied a bag in years, so I don't even know how good this is going to go. And then I'm going to try and drop the lead in the other side. I want the lead to sit the other side of the bag. I need a bit more in there yet, to be fair. Just a bit more in. So I want the lead sitting the opposite side of the bag to the hook bait. There's a reason for that. Crikey. This is why you don't have running sleeves and all this, just tying bags, because it's a bloody nightmare. So at the minute it looks like that. I don't know how well that will show it, but the lead's one side, the hook bait is as far away from it as I can get. Now I want to try fill the bag up. I bet there's you what doing solid bags thinking, what the hell is this geezer doing? I have no real idea what I'm doing, that's what's happening. So the bag's getting fuller and fuller. Just keep pushing that in, it's compacted in. Let's have a big old bag full, shall we? Right, we're nearly there, I think. Give it one of them just to see how much more space I've gained by doing that. Get down there. Right, and then I think I'm just going to tie that at that. I think that's sufficient. So that's going to be about the size of the bag. This must look an absolutely horrific explanation. And now I've lost the PVA tape, which is there. Just going to wrap that around the top. A few wraps around there, so that's locked. Just going to tie it off then. Right, there's 1, 2, 3 knots. So my bag is tied, don't worry, I'm not putting it out like that. I can see the hook there, you might be able to see the hook there as well, so I can see that it's not covered in nothing. Just going to tap the old end in. Wait, there's a stick needle trapped to my scissors. Tap the old end in, cut the corner off, let the air out, lick it and stick it down like that. Same with this end, knock the corner in, cut it off, lick it, hold it down so it sticks. This corner hasn't even stuck down because I've obviously not done it correctly. So I'll just hold the corners like that for a bit. That's good, they've gone now. Right, this top bit, trim that end off, trim that end off. I know some people like to trim it off, don't they? I'm actually going to lick it and stick it back down as a bit of insurance, because I'm not really the best at tying solid bags, am I? Let's be honest. So we're getting there now. So now we're getting somewhere. Then I need, where's my little prongy needle? There, just to pierce the bag, just to let some air in and out without piercing myself. Okay, so there's some air holes. Now what we're going to do is we're going to get this stuff that, like I say, I don't even know if it does anything. Just going to punch a hole in the bag with it, and we're just going to proper load a load in. And I mean, like, you'll see there's a load in there. That's that one. Where's this other one? Pink almond one, that can go in as well. Go on, get in there. Way up. Oh wow, that's the look of that beast. Yeah, there's quite a bit gone in there, isn't there? Never mind. Right, now I'm going to get this one out in the pond. Bag number 2 is tied. That's gone about as successfully as bag number 1. Like I say, I'm not a solid bag angler. I've not even got the right reel setup for it, but we're having it. So I'm not going to go quite as mad with this. I don't know if you see on the last cast when it hit the water, there was just an explosion of this where it all oozed out the bag. So I'm not going to go quite as mad. Just put my hole in, spray a bit in, and same with this again, the old corn twist, a bit of that. Right, let's get rod number 2 out. third and final bag is tied. I mentioned earlier why I want the lead away from the hook bait as far as possible. It's nothing to do with tangling, etc., nothing like that. What I believe will happen is when this bag hits the water and is sinking, say the lead's here and the hook bait's here, the lead will naturally fall so it's heavy side down. That means the hook bait will be sat on top of the pile of this food. None of the baits are pop-ups, they're one's a wafter and two are sort of snowmen, so that means my hook bait is going to be in the middle of the dinner plate, let's say. And also I noticed at the start of vlog 2 that I tested my rig in the edge when I was fishing hinges on vlog 1 and everything shoe up, and I said maybe I can find out how to camouflage it. This I believe is going to help me massively, because all the bait's going to cover the lead, the hook link is going to be in the middle of the bait, and all that really should be on show is the hook bait and sort of maybe a little bit of the hook. So all there will be is a pile of that and some rig tubing on the floor. That's my theory. That's why I want to use solid bags. I know I'm not fishing it correctly. There's much better setups than I've got, but for now this is the only setup I've got. So we'll get some goo in and we'll get the third rod out and let's see what happens. All I'm doing is I'm punching it in there like that and then just giving it one squeeze. I think I went a bit overboard on the first one. The bloody bottle's nearly empty on this one now. There we go, lovely. That's a bit more realistic. Right, third and final rod going out. Right, that's all three out there then. The middle and right hand rod are very, very close together, like I would say maybe 4 foot apart. I don't know if they're both the same distance because I'm not clipped up. I didn't see the point of wrapping up the sticks at 26.5 and fishing at that spot again, because one, I'm on a solid bag, and two, when I'd done all the leading work out there on vlog 1, there was no up and down. It was pretty much flat. So they've just gone out there. They're out of fairway. They're probably fishing near enough the same range as I have been fishing, and they're all little pockets of attraction sat on the floor hoping for Mr. or Mrs. Carp to come along. So let's see what happens, eh? It's nice to see, look, fishery maintenance. He's just put a load of road chippings all along there, and he's going along with the old what's it, shovel loader, that's what it's called. Something bloody cool. Flattening the roads off, filling the holes in. So yeah, it's nice to see a fishery actually spending some money back on the place for a change. So good effort. Our weather's a bit different today. It's sort of, it's a bit hazy. There's a bit of sun come through and then clouds back up. I think we've got some rain coming in at midnight-ish tonight until either 4 in the morning or 6. I can't remember now. But I'm just going to sit here and enjoy my last day here. I'm coming back next week anyway. I'm going home tomorrow, which is Saturday. Going to have Saturday night at home, and I'll most likely be back here Sunday night. And if I can do 4 nights, I'm going to do 4 nights. I've got next week off work purely because it's a good time of year, spring. Get as much fishing in as you can. You stand a good chance now for the next 3-4 weeks. You're in with a really, really good shout of a bite. Then once the spawning's out of the way, it's just normal fishing then, isn't it? And then we're waiting for the old autumn really. But all I'm waiting for right now in there is, yes, some little burntness. Look at them bad boys, get in there. Sunshine, you can see. It's not as warm today. I've still got my little socks and Crocs on today. It's not as hot as yesterday, but it's not cold either. So yeah, it's very, very enjoyable. So anyone who's on the pits today on Friday the 21st, good luck. And tonight is Barbell Masters draw heat 1. So I should be watching that at 6 o'clock tonight, hoping my name gets called out. If not, I should be watching it tomorrow, hoping it gets called out then, because yeah, that would make a good vlog, wouldn't it? Barbell Masters. So anyway, back to the carp fishing, because we've got carp rods out, not bloody barbel rods out. Come on, the old solid bags, you can do it. I think you'll all agree nicely that they are burnt to absolute perfection as always. While I'm having my cup of tea, what's left of it, see bloody tide's out on that one. I'm just going to do as I always do and say thank you to all you lot for watching, liking, sharing, commenting. Thanks to everyone who's a subscriber. It does mean a massive lot to me. I say it every video, it's not sales pitch thing. I genuinely, it means a lot that you sit there and watch the video, take your time to watch what I'm doing, which the last couple of videos, let's face it, have not been the best of them, but this one could be better. And just supporting my channel. It's down to you that I'm getting bigger and bigger every time a video goes out. So yeah, thank you very much. And if you're new to the channel, have a look through what videos I've got on there. There's going to be more out each week, and if you want to stick around, just click the old subscribe button. It's free, you're not tied to nothing, and if you change your mind and don't want to be a subscriber anymore, just click it again and you're unsubscribed. It's that simple. But yeah, it is massively helping me out, so thank you very, very much to everyone. So yeah, on that note, I'm going to finish me half a cup of tea I've made, and see if we can't get a fish for this vlog, because it's about time I owe you lot a bloody fish. There we have it. It's my extra night's ticket just paid for, so happy days. Not many on the lake at the moment. It's just gone midday. I thought there'd be more by now, but maybe it might be a quiet night, you never know. It's getting later in the old afternoon now. For Friday afternoon, it's pretty quiet, I think. I've just been chatting with the bailiff. He's just informed me that there is fishing here over £40. I didn't know that. I thought I was fishing for mid to upper £30 commons. Apparently there's 42, £43 commons in here, or a 42/3 common in here. Hopefully that information's correct. I can't see why it wouldn't be. And my other mate Sean, he's just turned up and told me some information on the lake, where there's some plateaus, etc., sort of different areas of the lake, what I can find on different banks and stuff. So that's been massively helpful. So if I do blank tonight, which I'm going to be honest with you, I've been told there's a lot of fish the opposite side of the lake, over the far corner that I can see. If I look across the lake, the far corner, there's been quite a lot of fish showing there. I haven't seen them because of how my bivvy's positioned. I'm looking sort of on the 5-6 split bank out when I'm looking out, but right in that corner there's been some fish, quite a few fish showing, and the bailiff was still telling me that. And my mate Sean has just turned up, he was like, which I think is really great what he's just said. He was like, Kev, do you want to move on to them, or do you want to stay where you are? Because if you stay where you are, I'm going to go in there. And I was like, mate, do you know what, you go in there. I'm going to see this session out in the swim I'm in, not because I'm lazy, but I still think I could catch something from here. I might get lucky and pull one out. So he's gone over there. So best of luck to you, mate, and thank you very much for the first offer, because he could have just gone round there and not even offered, you know, but he sort of said, no, mate, you've been here 2 nights, you've not had anything yet, do you want to go over there and move on to them? And I was like, no, I'm going to stay here. So yeah, cheers Sean, nice one. And also Gamo, thanks for all the info as well. So I'm building a picture basically. I think I need to come back with my normal fishing approach. I'm trying different things. Solid bags, you've seen the mess I've got in tying the bloody thing up. I don't use solid bags. Zigs, I need to use them more because they are a great weapon to have. But I either need to come back with my bottom bait rig setup or my hinge rig, and everything else I've been buying and trying at like Lovells and other, I need to just chuck that in a bucket and forget about it. I need to come back with how I would normally fish and stick with that, because I don't think trying all these different things I'm doing is doing me any good, if I'm honest. Because I'm kind of like, the first night I went in with hinges and singles. Normally I would put bait in, but I didn't because I thought I was going home today. That's the reason I put no bait in. Then last night I thought I'll try zigs because of the high pressure and the warm sun we've had. I think I was fishing correctly yesterday. Today I think I'm just pub chucking. I haven't even wrapped my rods up. I've tied 3 bags, I've thrown them out. I know they're going to hit the deck. I've squirted some of that goo stuff in there. Like I say, I'm undecided whether that does out or not, and I'm chancing a bite tonight, whereas I should be on the spot, putting bait on it, putting 2 bottom bait rigs on it and a hinge just off the side of it, sitting back and letting it do its thing. That's what I'm coming back with next week. When I leave here, I'm going to go get my bait, get sorted out. When I come back, it's going to be a bait and wait kind of vlog session and see what happens. Unless something dramatically changes and tells me I need to fish differently, I'm going back to how I normally fish. But for now, I'm going to see if I can fluke one on a bag. Best of luck to you, Sean. No doubt you're going to get one. I'm confident you're going to catch one. And yeah, I'll see you lot most likely for a burnt steak, because that's probably the next thing in this vlog. I'm just going to show you what I mean by I've been sort of sat here looking at the lake there, not seeing anything. Well, I say sat here, I've been lazing on my bed if I'm being honest. If I'd have been sitting up, I could have seen that angle there, which is the corner, that white band there's my mate Sean. That's where the fish have been shown. But because I've been being lazy and sort of just laying here looking out the blooming door like that, that's why I've not seen what's been going on. So it does show you. If you're lazy, you sometimes can miss out. I know, it's so close to seeing where those fish were. Never mind. As you'll see, the old sun's fading on pit 5 for the 3rd night in a row for me. I really hope one of these rods goes off tonight, purely just so I can show you a lot of fish. But I'm really looking forward to coming back next week. I feel much more confident knowing what I know now, and I'm going to come back with the approach that I feel confident in. So tonight is going to be watching one last sunset. I'll zoom you out, having a nice cup of tea. I'm just starting to burn a steak, so about 45 minutes that should be ready. Oh, let's have a walk outside and have a look at the lake. Come on, let's take you out. Look at that, look. Fantastic, that's worth a photo, that is. That's burning nicely. You'll notice I've split the ridge monkey. There's a reason for that. I've cooked it in that half first, got it burning to start with, and now put some butter in this side, so I'm now cooking it in the butter now. Trying something different, who knows. That was a fantastic shot of that sunset, and I mean, look at it. You can't go wrong. Sunsets and sunrise on this place are fantastic. It's about 25 minutes till the old Barbel Masters draw starts, so I need to hurry up and burn that steak, because that's going to be touch and go whether I eat my tea before it or after it. 25 minutes, it still might be a bit raw in the middle for me. And then I'm just going to lay back and watch the draw and hope my name comes out. If it does, you'll know, and if it doesn't, you'll know anyway. So let's hope I get in the Barbel Masters. Let's hope my steak's cooked in time, and more importantly, let's hope one of these bloody rods goes off tonight and we get a pit 5 carp. Any size, doesn't matter. I'll take any size. But you know what? Even though I've been here for 3 days, or this will be the 3rd night, and I haven't caught anything, I can thoroughly say I've enjoyed every single minute. I absolutely love this place. It's a fantastic complex. So if you're thinking of coming here, you've never been here, trust me, when you come here, this place will draw you back. It does everybody who comes here. There's something about this place. It makes you want to come back. Even when you're driving away, you already think about coming back, or I do anyway, and so do a lot of others I know on here. So yeah, pretty special place, this one. Well, you'll see I've just burnt everything in time. Kettle's back on, cup of tea. I'm not going to be watching that for the next 20 minutes or so, because I'm going to be laid on my bed watching my phone, hoping my name gets called out. Fingers crossed. And good luck to you as well, Sean. I know you're in it, and Ricky, I think you watch my videos as well. I know you're in the draw as well. I don't know who else watches my videos who is in the draw. If you are, good luck to you. I hope your name comes out, and hopefully, yeah, we can all get ourselves in the old competition. Good luck, everyone. Well, we better do an evening update. You'll see the bivvy lights on. Light's pretty much gone. I keep looking out there. I don't really know what I'm looking at. Do I think I'm going to catch a fish tonight? If I'm honest, no, I don't. If I do, I will be very lucky. Speaking of lucky, Barbel Masters draw. Did I get lucky? No, I didn't. Unfortunately, my name didn't get drawn out on this one. There is a draw tomorrow, so I have got a chance. My mate Sean, his name never come out. My mate Christian, his name didn't come out. The only person I know who did get drawn out was Ricky. So, well done, mate. Best of luck for your qualifier. I hope you get through to the final. Like I say, tomorrow my name may get called out. Hopefully it will, as will Sean's and Christian's, and we can all go in the same heat. That'd be quite cool. But if it doesn't, good luck to any of you watching that are in it. Best of luck. Back to the carp front. This session I've not wrote off. I'm just sitting here. I feel like I'm sort of camping tonight. I don't really feel like I'm fishing. Like I said, if I get a fish, I'm going to be lucky. I don't really think I'm on any fish, and I don't think I'm fishing my effective way. But the good thing I've learned is, like I mentioned earlier in the blog, I've learned some features in the lake, areas of the lake, stocking of the lake, which that's driven me on even more, knowing that I could hit a 40-pound common out of it. And I've sort of took my head for a shit. The only way I can put it is I'm all this other nonsense I keep messing around with, it's actually affecting my angling, but in a negative way, you know. It's nice having all the different rigs, different hook baits, different goos, additives, all this stuff, but at the end of the day, my approach when I come back next week is going to be a bucket full of sweet corn, because last time I had a hitter fish on here, that doesn't happen often on here. All I fished was corn and boilie. That was it. So I'm coming back with a bucket of corn. I've already got some mainline cell and mainline essential cell in the freezer at home, so I'm bringing a bucket of corn, some chopped boilie, some half boilie, some whole boilie. I'm going to mix a bit of this goo stuff up in it just to give it some scent, a bit of cell stick liquid stuff, and maybe a bit of pellet possibly, I don't know, and that's it. And that's going to be my approach from now on. Rig wise, I don't know why I'm telling this vlog, because I'm going to show you in vlog 4 again anyway, but will be the bottom bait snowman rig and a stiff hinge rig. That's it. If I'm on the deck, that's all I'll be using. If I'm up in the water, I'll be on a zig. That's it. So 3 trick pony from now on. If I go on pit 4, 3, 2, 1, I might fish chuds, I might fish solid bags, etc. But on this particular lake, I'm going to be bait on the deck, bait and wait, sit out and hold out for a big one. Unless I can't get in any of the areas I want to get in, it's pressured, I'll go on a different pit. Or if I do come in here and I don't think there's any point putting the bait out, I'll fish zigs. So that's my game plan. I'm going through this with you all because this is relative to a lot of you watching it, whether you realise it or not. It is. If you've not been here before, or you've been here not often, or you're new to carp fishing, the picture I'm building in my head and my approach when I come back, even though I've not gone yet, I'm already planning my next session, is how you will need to fish this if you want to be successful on this venue. If you just turn up and do what I've done today, this is a prime example not what to do today. Punch up 3 rods out and think you're going to catch. You're pissing in the wind most of the time. That's why I don't think I'm going to catch tonight. I think I'm fishing very lazy, not really putting the effort in tonight, and I don't really feel like I'm going to catch a fish because I'm not fishing how I should be. Whereas I've watched everyone else around the lake, what they're doing, the people who've been on here since I've been on here, and they're sticking to what they started out with. Even though they've not caught, they're sticking to their guns, what they're doing. They're doing what they think works for them. And that's what I should be doing. I should be doing what I think works for me, and I'm not. I'm doing some random thing that I barely ever do, and I'm not particularly good at. So yeah, anyway, that's my bloody waffle for the night. I'm going to sign it off. If anything happens in the night, you'll see, and if it doesn't, you'll see me for a morning intro where I can say, bloody told you, I'm not going to catch out. Anyway, fingers crossed. See you in the morning, no doubt. As predicted, sadly, a fishless night. The rain has moved in as predicted. It's only very light rain and it's due to stop any time. It's about 6:15, so in that morning bite time period, definitely now for the next 3-4 hours, I'm going to give it till 11 o'clock at the latest. So I've got maximum of 5 hours left to save putting 3 blank vlogs out in a row. But sadly, that is the reality of these kind of waters. When you go on more difficult, tricky venues with more rewarding fish in them, this is unfortunately what happens. But it's a learning curve as well. I think when I come back, I'll stand more of a chance of catching a fish. And don't forget, we're in spring. We're in very, very early spring. We've literally just started spring, so it's tricky conditions. I'm not making excuses, it's just there could be a session where I absolutely have it away, but unfortunately leading up to that, I'm not having it away. They're having me away, do you know what I mean? That's how it is. But I'm going to go and block my nose, put the kettle on and lay and watch the lake, and hopefully bring it back for a fish. You know spring's here when the old swan's chasing the geese and that around. You know things are happening. Everything's waking up. He's having that one. Go on, boy. That's it. Sorted them out, isn't it? Well, let's give you the last update of this vlog, I think, because I've got about an hour of my session left. I'm not going to catch a fish. I know I'm not on fish purely because the bloke opposite me, right the other side of the lake, he's had a fish this morning. I watched him photograph it. He's a regular on here. I'm not going to say your name. I know your name. I don't know you. I don't even think I've ever spoke to you. But just in case you watch my videos, good angling, mate. Well done. You deserve it. And also the bloke who's to the left of my mate Sean, he's had a fish this morning as well. And if you watch my videos, same to you, mate. Well done. You deserve it. You've been here. You was here when I got here. And you've stuck to your game plan and it's paid off for you. Whereas me, I've chopped and changed. It's not paid off, but I don't really think it's the way I'm fishing that's not paid off. It's the fact that I don't think I'm on any fish. They're in that sort of quarter of the lake. I had the opportunity to move last night. I was stubborn and I said no. My mate's over there now. He's not had a fish, but I'm hoping he does before he goes home tomorrow. As for when I come back next week, I've looked, the forecast is a north-northeasterly, so not the best winds. I'm undecided whether to come back on this pit or whether to drop on maybe 3 or 4 and try to just catch a fish, just get a fish for the vlog sort of thing, because if I keep doing these blank videos, you lot that are here to watch me catch something, you're going to bugger off. You lot that are interested in the pits in general and interested in my fishing in general, you'll stay, but I risk losing a lot of my audience if I don't catch a fish here and there. But I'm not willing to just start going to like day ticket run the waters just to put fish on the vlogs, because that's not realistic. That's not what this channel's about. I'm trying to vlog my spring campaign fishing on the A1 pit. So if you are doing a spring campaign this year, or you think you see the channel late in the year and think, oh, next spring I'd like to try the pits, you can kind of have a realistic perspective on. You'll see my angling ability, where I'm at. I class myself as an average angler. I'm not new, but I'm not super great. I'm just like most of you watching, I'm in that middle category, and you'll kind of see how I've got on, how things have gone, what kind of approach I've gone, and you might be able to help yourselves get on a success rate quicker than I'm going to. And that's why I'm going to keep putting these vids out. So I will go to the odd day tickets here and there, but predominantly for now, my videos are going to be based here, and I'm hoping they are going to put fish in them. But there's also going to be videos like these last 3 where I haven't put fish in them because of either conditions, the area I'm fishing in, or the lake I'm fishing on. So I'm going to have a think, but I am coming back next week. I don't know where I'm going to be going, but if anything happens in this vlog, I will show you. But if not, I guess it's going to be an outro, another apology, and me going home with my tail between my legs. So yeah, see you hopefully for a fish, but most likely an outro. I'm just in the process of getting things tidy. About 10-15 minutes I'll be packed away and gone, so the chances of catching anything in that time are very, very unlikely. So I'm going to do my outro now. Firstly, I'll start with an apology again, saying sorry, that's the 3rd video now you've watched, possibly, if you've watched them all, and I've caught no bloody fish. Because basically, the last 3 nights, Pit 5 has handed my ass to me. So, it's just how it is. It's Saturday today now. I'm going home. I'm coming back tomorrow, like I mentioned. So, vlog 4 will be starting from Sunday night. Whether I come on here or not, I don't know. I'm gonna have a look and have a think, because I could do with trying to catch something as well myself, just to catch a fish for me as well. You know, I'm not coming out just to make a video. I'm coming out to actually try and catch a fish. If the conditions are not great on here and I come in, I don't fancy it, I will be going on another pit. But if I fancy it, I'll be back on here. So who knows? Hopefully you'll join me for vlog number 4. But as cheeky as it is, if you have enjoyed watching absolutely nothing, remember to give it a thumbs up, and hopefully I'll see you on vlog 4 for me doing this with a big unit of some kind of description. So until then, take care, be lucky if you're out yourselves. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.